In the fall of 1968, in the fog-covered streets of San Francisco, a shadow emerged, a shadow that would terrify an entire nation and vanish without a trace. He called himself the Zodiac. He taunted police. He mocked the media. He sent cryptic coded messages that have never fully been solved. And to this day, no one knows who he really was. December 20th, 1968, Lake Herman Road, a dark, isolated stretch of highway just outside Benicia, California. Two teenagers, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, parked their car on the side of the road. It was a Friday night. They were on their first date. At 11 p.m., a car pulled up beside them. What happened next took less than 60 seconds. David was shot once in the head. Betty Lou ran. She made it 28 feet before 5 bullets stopped her forever. When police arrived, they found no witnesses, no motive, no suspect. Just 2 young lives ended on a cold December night. The case went cold almost immediately, but this was only the beginning. 6 months later, July 4th, 1969, Blue Rock Springs Park, Vallejo, California. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau sat in a parked car just after midnight. Suddenly, headlights appeared behind them. A figure approached the car. Without a single word, he opened fire. Darlene Ferrin was killed instantly. Michael Mageau survived, barely. He later described the shooter, a heavy-set white male, short brown hair, and a face he would never forget. 1 month later, 3 letters arrived simultaneously at the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times-Herald. Each letter contained details only the killer could have known, and each letter contained 1/3 of a 408-symbol cryptogram. The killer demanded the newspapers publish his cipher on their front pages, or he would go on a kill rampage. He signed every letter the same way, a crosshair symbol, and 2 words, the Zodiac. The newspapers published the cipher. Within days, a high school teacher and his wife cracked part of it. Inside was a chilling message. I like killing people because it is so much fun. The nation was terrified, but the full cipher was never solved. Even today, with modern computers, with FBI cryptographers, with the best minds in the world working on it, large portions remain a complete mystery. September 27th, 1969. Lake Berryessa, Napa County. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were picnicking by the water. A hooded figure approached them, wearing a bizarre executioner-style hood with a crosshair symbol stitched on the chest. He tied them both up. Then he stabbed them. Again, and again, and again. Cecilia Shepard died 2 days later. Brian Hartnell survived. Before leaving, the Zodiac calmly walked to their car and wrote the dates of all his attacks on the door in marker. Police were stunned. This was not a normal killer. This was someone who wanted to be seen, who wanted to be feared, who was playing a game with an entire city as his board. October 13th, 1969. San Francisco cab driver Paul Stein was shot dead in Presidio Heights. Witnesses saw the killer calmly wipe down the cab, tear a piece of Stein's shirt, and walk away into the night. Days later, another letter arrived at the Chronicle. Inside was a piece of Paul Stein's blood-soaked shirt. Proof. The Zodiac was taunting police directly. "I am not afraid of the gas chamber," he wrote. "It will send me to paradise." Then, he made his boldest move yet. He threatened to attack a school bus. "I think I shall wipe out a school bus some morning," he wrote. "Just shoot out the front tire and then pick off the kiddies as they come bouncing out." Parents across California kept their children home. Police had one confirmed suspect, Arthur Lee Allen, a convicted sex offender who matched every description. He wore a Zodiac brand watch. He used the same cryptography books. He had no alibi for multiple murders, But there was no physical evidence. He was never charged. Arthur Lee Allen died in 1992 of a heart attack. DNA testing later suggested he was not the Zodiac. Or did it? The sample was inconclusive. The debate continues to this day. Some investigators still believe he was the killer, others are not so sure. The Zodiac claimed responsibility for 37 murders. Police confirmed only 5. The true number remains unknown. After 1974, the letters stopped. The attacks stopped. The Zodiac simply disappeared. Was he caught? Did he die? Is he still alive somewhere, watching? Over 2,500 suspects have been investigated. The case remains officially open. The San Francisco Police Department still has an active file, and every few years, someone comes forward claiming they know who the Zodiac really was. In 2020, a group of independent code breakers called the 340 Cipher Team finally cracked one of his most complex messages. Inside, they found the words, "I hope you are."